All right, welcome back. So we've got the hard part done, to be honest. So we're trying to design this with model, view, and controller. And we did the model last time, right? So, the model we've got all worked out. We'll have to copy that in this lecture. And then the view, we finally finished. So we did a full universal app. We got views on everything, all perfect. Now we're just wanting to connect the two. So to be honest, we've kind of got the hard parts done, but now we've got to put the glue in the middle to make this whole thing work. In this video, we're just going to do updates from the the user action. The controller is going to get those, and he's going to tell the model, and that's what we're going to do this time. And then next time, we're going to take the information from the model and ship it back from the view. So we're going to break it up into two pieces, kind of like that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go find our model object that we developed from the last unit, right? So a long time ago. Hopefully you can find it. It's more fun to copy in like the code you actually typed. So go find your playground, assuming that you've got it somewhere. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be copying out just the class part of this, so none of the test code from down here. If you want to, you can just go ahead and get that on your clipboard now. And then where I'm going to want to put that is actually into my project, right? So I'm going to have to put that into my project. So my project is coming along. It's just got view stuff. So what I want to do is I want to actually create a new file. So I'm just going to right-click. I'm going to say New File. And I want a new Swift file, so I'm just going to say next. And I'm going to call it TicTacToeGame, because that's what I call the class. That's typically the structure. You make the file name match the actual code. And then I don't really need import foundation. I can just paste in what I've got. So I've got that whole model object fully prepared. No reason to go into the details except for what we need. It should be just ready to go. And then I want to go up to the view and actually create an instance of this thing. So I've made a little space for myself here. And I just want to say new TicTacToeGame. You'll notice that with Swift, there's no need to do any import. So I don't need to import TicTacToeGame from another file. It's just visible. So it's kind of a convenience there. So here I created the game. And then if you wanted to do something with it, you could do a print line on it. So it should be set up to where it was printable from last time. The printing didn't really fully work in the playground, but it should work here, which is kind of nice. And the way we did that, if you remember, is it implemented a protocol called printable. So you can see that as soon as I start this game up, it says X's turn, and it shows me the board. So next what we need to do is we need to connect these button clicks. Right now it just says press board button to actually modify the model. And the same with the new game button. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find those actions, which are already all set. Pressing new game, it's pretty easy. You just create a new one, right? And then, what the heck, we'll just go ahead and print that out as well. And then if you press a board button, it's a little bit harder. It's not too hard. What I want to do is I want to say, hey, that sender, he's not just any old object. He is actually a UI button. And so that's a convenient way to cast it. So in Swift, you say as UI button to do your cast. And then what I want to do is I want to say on the game, I want to say press square, and the square is whatever the tag is on the button. So I'm just going to go ahead and print out the tag, and then I'll just go ahead and print out the game. And so notice that with the prints, so we printed after new game, we printed after press, we could actually play tic-tac-toe now. It's going to be a pretty lame game, because you won't actually see anything on the screen. But if I press this top left, you can see in my printout down here, it registered there's an X there, and then there's an O, then an X up there, and then an O down here. And if I click here, X should win the game, right? So X wins. So my view is not being updated at all. But you can see that we've actually succeeded in a big part of this app. We're actually telling the model object what's going on, and we can print it out, which is kind of fun. So that's actually one of the two major paths of updating the model from the view. What's going to remain for next time, we'll just do it next time just to kind of break it up, is actually going the other way and updating the view from the model via the controller. All right, see you next time.